And stop chasing clients. That just sucks. This is Dr. Brian Arnold, and this is day 3. And today we're talking about 5 simple steps to launch a lead generating podcast. So the goal here is to provide a step-by-step guide on launching a podcast that generates leads, reinforcing how simple and effective it is. Hey, if you've been following along, you now understand why traditional lead generation methods aren't working and why podcasting is the ultimate tool to attract warm, high-quality clients. I'm saying this again, without chasing leads. Stop chasing leads. Today, I'm breaking it all down for you. Hey, I'm going to give you 5 simple steps to launch your own lead generating podcast. Even if you have zero experience, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to get started. So here, let's dive in. So the first step is you're going to pick a niche, a podcast name. Your podcast needs to have a clear focus. Instead of making a general business podcast niche, down to that your ideal clients know immediately that your show is absolutely for them. So the best podcast niche for maybe lead generations, like for real estate, you might want to say the first time home buyer podcast. Or for mortgage brokers, you might want to say the Smart Mortgage Minute, the financial planners, wealth building for entrepreneurs. Those are all really good ones. Your podcast name should tell listeners exactly what they're going to get. Keep it simple, clear, and benefit driven. Here's an actual pro tip here. Use words like smart, insider, success, or blueprint to make your podcast stand out and sound valuable. All right, so that's step 1. Now, step 2, set up your equipment on a budget. Let's not spend money until you get good at it, right? You don't need an expensive studio setup to start a podcast. Here's exactly what you need. Well, you can do different ones, but a microphone, I use the Samsung Q2U or the ART 2100X. They're great quality and they're less than $100. You need a recording platform like Zoom, which is free, a Riverside FM. I personally use StreamYard and love it. Those are free, but they have paid versions of it too. You're going to need some editing software like Audacity, which is free. For the Mac, it's GarageBand. Podcast hosting, you're going to need that. Buzzsprout or Anchor, they're both free options. And here's a pro tip here. Audio quality matters way more than video quality. So start with a good mic and record in a quiet space. So now here's step 3. Plan your episodes for maximum lead generation. Your podcast isn't just about creating content, it's about creating leads. Here's how to structure your episodes for maximum impact. Best podcast episode formats for lead generation. First format would be interviews. Feature real estate agents, mortgage brokers, or financial pros. They'll bring you referrals, right? Second one is client success stories. Bring past clients on to showcase your work. It builds trust. And if you're doing these by yourself, solo quick tips, short 10-minute episodes with expert advice are always a good way to go. So by bringing on the right guests, you position yourself as an authority and expand your network at the same time. Here's another pro tip here. At the end of every episode, have a clear call to action, or CTA, that leads to a free consultation or lead magnet. I lead my guests to making these CTAs by asking things like, how do people get a hold of you? And what can they expect when they do? All right, so here's step 4. Record and publish your first episode. It's so important to get started. Once you have your topic and guests lined up, it's time to record. Keep it natural and don't overthink it. Here's a simple format that you can use to follow for every episode. So podcast episode structure, you do an intro, 30 seconds to a couple minutes. Who are you and what is today's topic? Then you have your guest intro. Your quick background on your guests. I let them introduce themselves. A main discussion, 15 to 25 minutes. Ask great questions and let them share their insights. And then have a call to action. Invite listeners to book a call, download free resources, or just even visit your site. Pro tip, batch 3 to 5 episodes before you launch so you always have content ready to put out there. And step 5, promote your podcast and attract clients. Now that your podcast is live, you need to get in front of the right audience, the people who will actually become your clients. And so here's how you promote your podcast for free, right? Not those paid ads, not chasing clients. Share clips on social medias, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Reels, TikTok. Leverage guest audience. Have your guests share their episodes with their network. That one's super important. Post in Facebook and LinkedIn groups. Target real estate and mortgage industry groups. Send it to your email list. Even if you just have a super small email list, it can bring you leads and they will share it with others. Here's a pro tip. Your guests are your built-in marketing team. When they share the episode, it instantly expands your reach. And that's it. In just 5 simple steps, you can launch a podcast that generates high-quality leads and positions you as the go-to expert in your industry. Now, if you want help executing this step-by-step, I've created a 6-week program where I show you exactly how to. Inside the program, you'll learn how to set up and launch your podcast. Within 30 days, you are off and running. How to book high-value guests who bring business. And then how to turn conversations into actual deals with clients. How to promote your podcast for maximum visibility. So click the link below, learn more, and enroll. Tomorrow, I'll show you how to monetize your podcast and turn it into money-making machine. You won't want to miss it. So subscribe and stay tuned, and we will talk to you tomorrow.